Hold on to your seats, Lakers fans. Just when we thought the roster was getting a much-needed boost, a trade has been rescinded, leaving us in a bit of a bind. The player we were ready to welcome as a cornerstone of our future is now heading back in where he came from. But could this twist of fate actually pave the way for a brighter tomorrow? Join me as we unravel the details and explore how this might impact our beloved Lakers moving forward. Make sure to subscribe for the latest updates and give a thumbs up if you're feeling the Lakers' pride. The situation in Los Angeles has taken a complicated turn, and as a passionate Lakers fan, I can't help but feel the weight of this news. The trade that was supposed to send Mark Williams from the Charlotte Hornets to our Lakers has officially been rescinded. It's a tough pill to swallow, especially after we were all getting excited about the potential of adding a new starting center to our roster. But let's break this down and see what it means for our beloved team. First off, the fact that the EIF deal fell through due to a failure to pass a physical is a serious red flag. Multiple insiders have reported that the Hornets didn't meet the conditions required for this trade to go through, and now we're left wondering about the implications. Williams is back in Charlotte, and while that may be embarrassing for him, it leaves us in a bit of a lurch. Our center rotation looks shaky at best for the upcoming 2024-25 season, and it's hard not to feel a bit of disappointment. I mean, we were looking at a potential upgrade to our lineup, but now it feels like we're back to square one. However, let's take a step back and consider the silver lining here. The trade was contingent upon Williams' health, and if the Lakers dodged a bullet by not acquiring a player who might struggle to stay on the court, then maybe this wasn't the worst outcome. We've all been there before with Anthony Davis and his injury history. It's a tough spot to be in when you build around players who have questionable durability. The last thing we want is to invest heavily in a player only to watch him spend more time in the training room than on the court. Originally, we were set to part with a promising rookie, a pick swap, and an unprotected first-round pick for Williams. That's a lot to give up for a player whose long-term availability could be uncertain. Losing a rookie with potential and first-round picks is never easy, but in this case, we might have saved ourselves from future headaches. The decision to walk away from this trade could be one that pays dividends down the line, even if it leaves us in a tough spot for the present. Let's talk about Dalton Knecht, who was also part of this trade. With him remaining in Los Angeles, we might see him step up in a big way. He's a young player with a ton of potential, and if he can find his stride alongside Luka Doncic, we might just have something special on our hands. Perhaps Knecht will come into the season with a chip on his shoulder, motivated by the near miss of being shipped out of town. That kind of energy can be contagious and might just lift the team in ways we didn't expect. The upcoming season will undoubtedly be challenging. For us Lakers fans, our hopes of making a serious run for the title have taken a hit, and the center position is a glaring weakness. Yet, I can't help but think that in the grand scheme of things, the Lakers may have made the right call. We're looking to build a championship-caliber team, and that involves making difficult decisions. It's not just about today, it's about the future and maintaining flexibility in our roster. The Los Angeles Lakers were on the verge of making a significant move, one that could have reshaped their roster and bolstered their title aspirations. Mark Williams, the promising center from the Charlotte Hornets, was set to join the Purple and Gold in a trade that would have sent Dalton Knecht, Cam Reddish, and a couple of future draft picks to Charlotte. But just like that, the deal crumbled when Williams failed his physical examination. And let me tell you, as a passionate Lakers fan, this situation is nothing short of heartbreaking. In the days leading up to the trade, there were whispers and excitement. Lakers insider Jovan Buha revealed on his podcast that the initial announcement of the trade had taken longer than expected. That should have raised red flags. But when Williams had a placard and a locker, it all seemed like a done deal. Fans were ready to welcome him to Los Angeles, envisioning how he could complement the superstar duo of Luka Doncic and LeBron James. But then came the crushing news. The Hornets had rescinded the trade because Williams could not clear his physical. It raises so many questions. Why did the Lakers feel confident enough to initiate this trade if they were aware of Williams' injury history? He's struggled with health issues throughout his career, missing significant time due to a strained tendon in his left foot just this season. It's a classic Lakers move, aiming high, but sometimes getting burned in the process. The Hornets seemed reluctant to part ways with Williams from the start, yet Lakers GM Rob Pelinka claimed Charlotte was the one initiating trade talks. So where does that leave us as fans? Were we misled about Williams' health? It certainly feels that way. With this trade falling through, the Lakers find themselves in a precarious position. They traded Anthony Davis, hoping to replace his defensive presence with Williams. Now they're left scrambling to find a reliable starting center. Knecht and Reddish are back with the team, but what will their roles be now? This isn't just a minor hiccup, it shakes the very foundation of the Lakers' championship aspirations. As we look ahead, the trade deadline has passed, and the Lakers are left without options unless they explore the buyout market or sign a free agent. But let's be real. Can any free agent truly fill the void that Mark Williams could have? The dream of pairing Luka Doncic and LeBron James with a strong defensive presence is now in jeopardy. The Lakers' title hopes were built on that vision, and now we have to recalibrate our expectations. So, do you think this was the best decision? Honestly, I'm torn. On one hand, I understand the caution that comes with acquiring a player who has a concerning injury history. But on the other hand, in the NBA you have to take calculated risks, especially when you have superstars like LeBron and Luka on your roster. It's frustrating to see such potential slip away at the final moment. But let's not forget the silver lining. Knecht and Reddish are back, and they can still contribute. However, the question remains, can they rise to the occasion? Can they step up in ways we didn't expect? The playoffs are just around the corner, and every game counts. This is where the depth and versatility of the roster will be tested. And you, what do you think? I want to hear your opinions down below. What should the Lakers do now to salvage their season? Should they look to the buyout market, or do you believe they should stick it out with their current roster? Let's get this discussion rolling, because as fans, our insights and emotions drive this franchise. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel to stay updated on all things Lakers. Activate the notification bell to get all the latest updates, because trust me, we're in for a wild ride this season. The journey is just beginning, and we need to be ready for whatever comes next.